Hello, we are live for the horrors of the 1980s, and I'm gonna go ahead and bring in some guests. First, we got from S'mores Indoors, Corey.
What's up, Jake? It's good to be here tonight.
Thanks for being on.
Yeah, no problem. This was a fun list to put together.
Yes, it was. I'm definitely excited to see how different everybody's is.
Yeah, me too.
And bring in Jay the Stingray.
What's up, man? Glad to be here. Looking forward to it.
I'm glad you can make it.
Thanks for having me.
And then from cable channel 11, got Corey.
Hey guys,
What's going on?
not much.
And then his co-host, Mr. Jess Graham.
Hello. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for hopping on here.
I was hoping Orc would be here to give me a.
You want a real talk?
Can I get one? I don't really want to steal his thing, but
real talk.
Real talk. That's for Orc. That one's for Orc.
And then, excuse me. And then, better late than never, Mr. Steak Sauce.
Hey guys, how are
doing?
you?
What's up, man?
Can you guys hear the 9 fans I have going?
A little bit.
A little bit.
Is it better?
Yeah.
I don't know. So because it doesn't show on StreamYard that it's picking that up, but I assume that's a lie.
I think you're good.
Yeah, there you are. You look good.
Oh, thanks, buddy. I feel it's fucking 1,000 degrees up here.
Oh, really? That's
No air conditioning. It's like an old farmhouse.
Oh, wow.
I wouldn't be disappointed in me.
That's not a knife.
Yeah, you're getting at least one cut. So
I think there's going to be a few cuts here. So.
Yeah.
Probably.
I've never seen Hellraiser before, Dan, so I don't know.
I don't even know what Hellraiser is. I've never heard of it.
Well, yeah. So, did everybody? How difficult was this for everybody?
Relatively for me.
Mhm.
I mean, sometimes it's too many to fucking pick through. And there's a couple of years where it's like I've literally seen 2 of these fucking things, and they weren't even good. It's like I've seen them and I didn't like them. But we figured it out, or at least I did. I don't know about these jabronis.
Same here. There was years it was harder, like you said, to like fill in the last number 5 or 4, maybe even. And then there were years where I almost cried because I couldn't have any more in my list. But I might bring those movies up. Sorry.
I had one year where I had like 9, and I was like, I don't know what to cut here.
And then once you get them, it's like hard to rank them. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, there's going to be some that you automatically.
You know, we do these top 10s a lot on the Slackercast channel, and I always, when it comes to movie top 10s or something like that, I try to rank them in like rewatchability factor for me. Sure. I think that's kind of how I go. So.
Yeah. Got Chris Overholt, part of the DMV here now.
Hello, Chris.
And I guess for anybody watching that don't really know what we're going to be doing, we're going to take each year of the 80s and give our top 5. We'll probably do we'll start 1980 and we'll go 5 on up, but everybody does their number 5 and then do it that way. I want to think of a way to do this, so the same person doesn't have to go first every time. So that kind of sucks.
Go around in a circle.
Well, I guess.
Throw that ass in a circle.
I guess.
So like Jake can start the 80s or like
Mhm.
1980.
Oh, I get you.
Corey
Yeah, I
starts 81.
that'll work. I'm glad you're here, State.
Yeah. Except I don't want to start 83, so figure something else out.
Good call.
Okay. Well, I guess we'll get started with 1980. And 1980 was a pretty good year. There's stuff that I wanted to make it, but just couldn't make it. But I'll start with number 5 for me for 1980 was Maniac. Joe Spinell, I mean, I think that movie's way ahead of its time. Don't see it more as a slasher, as more like a look at the psyche of an actual like serial killer from that time. But
Yeah.
it's a great movie. Love it. Corey?
Did you say me next?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. Kind of broke up there for a minute. My number 5 is Friday the 13th.
Friday the 13th.
I've heard of it.
It's a movie.
Oh, I've heard. I haven't seen that one.
Yeah, my number 5 is also Maniac.
Sweet.
Love that movie. I feel like I need to take a shower after I watch that one. Like it's
Yes.
so pretty.
Buddy, you just need to take a shower.
Probably true. Also.
Or
It has a very bizarre ending too. We'll say, but yeah. Steak.
My number 5 is The Changeling.
Ooh, that is a good one.
That's, I mean, I got to thank Joe Bob Briggs for that one, bringing that one to my attention, I guess. It's kind of, a little fucked up in the movie. And kids die at the beginning. So, I'm
So you're in already.
Yeah, man.
my number
Yes.
5. And before I start off, I'd just like to thank Joe Bob Tarheel, just because. my number 5 is The Fog.
Oh,
Oh wow.
Not much more to say, but yeah,
wow.
number 5.
My number 5 was Don't Go in the House.
I've seen it once. So I don't need to see it again.
I actually just watched it probably an hour before we went on. So
Yeah, I actually ran into a big problem as far as that goes. Is I planned on filling out some of those light years. Unfortunately, I didn't get around to it, and schedule wise, I lost a lot of time that I planned on, taking care of that. But anyway.
I found that the further away from the 70s we got, the easier it was to fill it out. So
For a bit, and then it gets hard again for a different reason. For me,
Yeah.
anyway.
me
Same
too.
here.
Real quick, got Jamie, how you doing?
Hi, Jamie.
What's up?
And I guess Dan, he views Maniac as a romantic comedy.
Oh,
Don't we all?
Yeah,
it's a love story. That guy just can't catch a break, man.
sure can. Well, he does catch a break. It's not believable. Not believable, right?
There are a few years down the way that were on the list where I got this from. We were talking about that. I thought they were more comedies or a different genre than horror.
I agree.
But I might bring those up when we get to those.
Yeah, there's a few of them. They had them listed as horror, but
Yeah.
I consider a few of them. But yes, going on number 4. My number 4 for the 1980s is Fade to Black.
Okay.
I've loved that movie since I was a kid. I'm glad Vinegar Syndrome finally put it out on Blu-ray. I just love it. It's a good movie.
I didn't see it until recently.
Really?
until it came out. Yeah, I wasn't even aware of it, but I like it a lot.
Yeah, it's good.
It's on Shutter. Was
Yeah, I think it still is. Corey?
Yeah, my number 4 is Motel Hell.
Tell him. It's a good one.
my number 4 is Altered States.
Altered States. I've never seen that.
Again, this is a pretty tough year for me. So
Is it worth watching?
yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah, I'll have to check it out.
It is its number 4.
Yeah.
Well, like Corey, I threw Motel Hell at number 4. It's a lot of fun. It's a fun fucking movie, man. You know?
Yeah.
Like, and then there's the all the heads and the little patch there or whatever. Fucking creepy.
Yeah.
No, he's
Cliff Cleveland.
Oh yeah, I forgot
Yep,
he was.
yep.
Yeah, that didn't make my list, unfortunately, but it is. I would definitely say it's a worth watch, honorable mention.
Yeah.
Motel Hell. My number 4 was The Watcher in the Woods, and I remember this movie from the Disney Channel when it was the pay channel, and it was creepy.
I thought you were going to say I remember this from my life.
Sort of too. It was early on, probably 5 years old, 6 years old.
No, I meant because you were a watcher.
I was a watcher in the woods.
Yeah.
That's more recent.
That's one I've never seen either. I haven't seen that one.
Yeah.
Wasn't that an episode of Are You Afraid of the Dark?
No, I don't think so. But
Are you sure?
that was a great show too. So even if it was,
It's pretty iconic for scaring the shit out of kids around the time. Because
it was good.
it's a kids movie, you know, Disney movie.
Yeah.
You remember it then, Jay?
Oh yeah, yeah. I was an adult when I saw it for the first time, but yeah.
Corey?
All right. My number 4 was Friday the 13th.
All of them.
Nice.
Let's see. Jamie says hi to me in Just You Steak. Jess, you're wearing Jamie's favorite t-shirt. She'd steal it from you if she had the chance. Moving on, number 3 for me is Friday the 13th. Probably ain't nothing I can say that hasn't been said. So, Corey?
Well, my number 3 is The Shining.
Damn, Corey.
Shining.
My number 3 is Motel Hell.
Oh! My number 3 is also The Shining.
Oh.
Oh, boys. That wouldn't even be like dead last on my list.
Jesus.
It's not. It's yeah.
Yeah, this movie sucked.
Same.
My number 3 is also The Shining.
All right, Corey, here up. You can't.
Sorry, guys.
God damn.
From here on, I couldn't actually fill out any other favorites, so I picked movies that I would like to see from that year. And I actually picked City of the Living Dead.
Solid.
You mean you wouldn't have reversed that and like put Friday the 13th then as your number 1?
No, because there's a good chance that some of these other ones could be better.
Yep. He's not wrong. Because my number 2 is City of the Living Dead. Our Gento can get all the praise he wants, but man, Fulci's my guy when it comes to Italian. If y'all haven't seen this movie, it's definitely worth checking out. It's got
I
great
hate
atmosphere.
Italians.
Well, you need to change that. I mean, there's gross and there's like Italian gross. And I mean, there's a scene in City of Living Dead where a chick's just like puking up her own guts. So yeah, but it's an excellent movie. It's definitely a good one to watch around October too.
Mhm.
So yeah.
My number 2 is The Changeling. Another great October watch.
Good.
Mine is also The Changeling.
Mine is also no. It's number 5. My number 2 is Friday the 13th, which honestly is probably the highest in my lifetime that it ever would have been, even for just the 1980s. Watching it a couple weeks ago, I really just dug the shit out of it, like much more than I ever had before.
You're in that phase.
I don't know, man.
But that doesn't change. My number 2 is Prom Night. I like it. I like it.
That's
How
all right.
did you see it? Every copy of that movie I've ever tried to watch, it's way too dark and you can't see anything.
Yeah, Synapse released it on Blu-ray, and it looks amazing.
Oh, really?
Movie still kind of sucks. But yeah.
Sorry, Jess.
No offense.
Actually, my number 2 was The Changeling.
Ah!
I'm going to make a prediction here. I think a particular movie is going to sweep the number 1 spot here.
Nope.
Oh,
I mean, not
guarantee.
sweep, but for the majority.
Sure. Yeah, that's likely.
well, I'll start. My number 1 is John Carpenter's The Fog. This might be his non-Halloween. This might be his best score he's ever done, in my opinion. It's another one that like oozes atmosphere, and it's great.
It's all right.
Oh my God, Corey.
My number 1's The Fog, too.
There we go.
The Fog! The Fog!
Yeah.
Well, I think old Jay the Stingray might actually be onto something then, because my number 1's The Fog, and I literally was going to say almost word for word what Jake said. So I will just throw to Jess.
Well, obviously mine was number 5 for this Fog, but at least it made my list. Friday the 13th, and I'm not apologizing. It's my number 1.
Jess,
Those movies hold a dear spot in my heart, so that's you're
Normie
gonna see a lot of that.
my number 1 was The Fog.
Wow, 5 out of 6. Holy shit.
Wow.
5 out of 6 and second.
I didn't expect that.
No, it's a good one. It's a good one. That's a
It's got
respect.
the Atkins in it, baby.
Yep.
That was a movie when I was doing the 1980 top 5. I just instantly put it at number 1. And
Ben says most of his favorite movies in most genres come from the 80s. I think most people can agree.
Yeah.
Jamie saying hello to everybody else.
Hey, Jamie.
Hello.
You can say hello to me, Jamie.
She
Didn't
did.
say hello. Or Jess. Or Jay.
She said hi to
She said I
Jake
had a
and I,
nice shirt, but she didn't say hello.
and then she said hi to Jay, and then she said hi to the Corys.
Oh, did
We have
The
two Corys now.
No,
Yes.
it has happened. It has happened.
At least we got different spellings. So.
Yeah. You guys did top 5. Yes.
All right. You're going to be Samori, and you're going to be Corey.
Samori and Corey.
I see a license to
funny
drive
thing
too
is-
finally coming.
Oh my god.
There you go.
Funny thing is that he popped on and I looked at his shirt and I was like, I knew I should have worn my Cubs shirt. And
Oh yeah. Oh god.
Yeah. Oh Jay, you did. You got a special sparkly heart.
Oh, well, thank you, Jamie.
Well, moving on to 1981, and I guess
Take it away.
we'll let Corey start that off.
okay, 1981. My number 5 was, and this one was actually hard to pick a number 4 and a number 5, but The Prowler.
It's a good one. Solid slasher. And I guess we'll go like Jess, Steak, and then that way.
Okay. So my number 5 for 81 was My Bloody Valentine.
Oh, shit.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Got to change my list. Damn it.
Did you forget about that one?
Number 5 for me, The House by the Cemetery. Which, it's a movie. Like 81, 4 of them, I struggled to get this one on here. And I like seeing Bob scream. Unfortunately,
Bob's little bitch ass kills it for me. That's the only.
yeah. No, I like the amount of peril that he's in, and whoever does the voiceover screams well enough. I mean, obviously, it could have had a much better ending, if you know what I mean. But it's fine.
It is. Didn't make my list, but it is fine.
Jay?
Stingray!
Yeah. Even though I think it should probably be a little higher, I'm going to put My Bloody Valentine at number 5, bumping off The Entity.
Oh, wow. I've heard a couple of you guys really rave about that one. I haven't seen it, so
Yeah.
Me next.
yeah.
All right, my number 5 is The Burning.
So low. Wow.
Oh, shit.
There's good shit in 81. I can't help it.
There is. Number 5 for me is House by the Cemetery as well.
Hey!
Yeah. Love it. It's a great one.
Corey?
Number 4,
Yeah.
pick Graduation Day.
Oh, wow.
It's a good one. Nate
Got
Cruz.
Vanna White in it. I think she's naked at some point in that movie. It's been a while since I've seen it, but
Linnea
Go
Quigley
just
definitely is naked in that movie. So, just Green?
You're gonna laugh, but I think it's hilariously, horribly fun. Is Piranha 2?
Hey, I like it.
They fly.
They do, and it is fly.
Yay. Number 4 for me, Student Bodies.
Man, it's going
I
to be
don't-
a crazy year.
I don't think that should be a shock to me. Funny little. It's much more on the airplane kind of end of comedy, which is a good thing. I think. Yeah, it's not just like a funny, scary movie. It's like a trying to think of the word fat parody. But it's fun. I had a blast with this the first time I saw it. So.
I haven't seen it. So. Looks like I have a lot of stuff to check out.
I think that's a good thing that may come from this is that there's going to be a bunch of shit that, at least hopefully there's something you haven't watched that you can,
Yeah.
you can now have a recommendation to do so.
That's why I'm excited to see this, see y'all's list, and see what stuff I haven't seen that I need to check out. Jay, number 4?
The Beyond. More Fulci love.
Good.
Awesome. My number 4 is The Beyond as well.
We're about to be 3 for 3 because my number 4 is The Beyond too.
That one's not even on my list.
Have you ever seen it?
I don't think so.
I haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it.
That's my favorite Fulci movie.
And I got a note. You said Student Bodies, Corey?
I did.
Or you did, Steak. That was one of the ones that kind of is on the line of the more comedy.
Not on the line. It's
Yeah.
it's way over into comedy. But it's
maybe not quite as much as Saturday the 14th, though, right?
no, I don't.
No.
I mean, definitely not. But like this is
Same year.
competently made. I think.
I hope Saturday the 14th made it on somebody's list.
It didn't.
Hey, we still got 3 more spots to go because it came
I did
out
have to mention it,
1981.
though. I did have to mention it for 1981, but no, it's not on the list.
Well, start with number 3, Corey.
Number 3, Halloween 2.
Jess?
The Howling.
Good for you guys. Bubba didn't do it. Number 3 for me is Dark Knight of the Scarecrow.
Oh,
It's a good one.
That is a good one.
I've got the Howling as well.
I've got The Evil Dead.
Well, for number 3, I got The Evil Dead as well.
Garbage.
I should have had that on my list, I think.
I should have too. I almost regret. Maybe I should switch that with the
No,
Howling.
no.
All right. I must have missed that on the list.
How do y'all forget The Evil Dead?
I don't know.
Well, going to number 2, Corey?
Number 2 is Friday the 13th, Part 2.
Solid one.
My number 2, Halloween 2.
My number 2, Friday the 13th, Part 2.
Boy, mistress, my number 2 is Scanners.
Damn.
Oh, that was 19. Oh.
My number 2 is Dark Knight of the Scarecrow. So take your raspberry back off of my Evil
Oh, no,
Dead.
no.
My number 2 is Friday 13th, Part 2.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm actually kind of shocked how like some of ours are a lot the same things.
Yeah, it is interesting.
Yeah. So
Probably
number
what we
1
all
point. Yeah,
Number
right.
1, The Burning.
I had that once. I got some antibiotics to clear it up, though.
You got to stay out of those dorms, Jess.
Are we on number 1?
Yes, sir.
Friday the 13th, Part 2, of course. So that was almost tough with Halloween 2. Those are pretty solid.
Yeah, I struggled with that for a while, but then I'm like, hey, idiot, it's not hard. The answer is Halloween 2. Yeah, they do say that, unfortunately. Dumb brats.
Fire.
But yeah, Halloween 2 for me, it's, in my opinion, damn near close to the 78 original. I just enjoy it. It's bloodier. It's still got, to me, the same kind of atmosphere. It's lovely.
Same for me.
I guess I'll change it up. My number 1's My Bloody Valentine.
Yes.
Oh, well, my number 1 is The Burning. So,
Jess, I'm surprised. I know how much you love Jason Alexander.
Oh, that son of a bitch.
It's probably my my favorite non-franchise slasher by far. I think.
You guys just want to support Weinstein and his activities.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait till the 90s lists.
Bunch of horror apologists.
So that's 81, right? 81's done.
Yep.
Moving on to 82. And who wants to start it off?
I can start
Steak.
this one.
You start, okay.
I'll stay. Okay.
I don't know. Go ahead, go for it.
Okay. So my number 5 is Friday the 13th, Part 3.
Guess I'm next.
Yes, sir.
Got New York Ripper.
That's one I haven't seen in full cheese.
Yeah, I've not seen that one. My number 5, I didn't want it to be. I didn't want it on the list at all, but Friday the 13th, Part 3.
Shocker.
My number 5 is Creep Show.
Good one.
My number 5 was Basket Case.
That's a good one too.
That was an honorable mention to me.
And my number 5 is Creep Show as well.
Oh,
Awesome.
You gonna make it over there?
no.
You dying?
My knee just, fuck. My knee just popped. It hurt a lot.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Before we get on with number 4, Jerry
Oh, yeah.
said her okay list is Motel Hell, The Fog, After States, Friday 13th, and Shining.
I like the
Oh.
Shinning. I like the Shinning better.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's got Groundskeeper Willie in it.
Corey, yeah, 4.
Yeah. Number 4 is Poltergeist.
My number 4 is Alone in the Dark.
My number 4 is Pieces.
That's a good one.
Pieces. My number 4 is Slumber Party Massacre.
We're starting to get a little variation in here now.
Yeah.
My number 4 was actually 2 movies that I would like to see, which are Pieces and Alone in the Dark.
And my number 4 is Halloween 3.
Wow.
Surprised it's so low.
And there's just 3 things that are better.
These top 3 are tight for me. My number 3, though, is The Thing.
Oh. Basket case.
Oh, fuck. Yeah. So, sorry to fuck this up. Friday the 13th can get the fuck out of here. Pieces is 5. And then Creep Show is 4. Sorry, I had to do some. I totally fucking blanked on that one. Wow.
Shout out to The Thing. It's not on my list, but it deserves it.
Oh, Jesus Christ, man.
Yes, what is it?
I must have missed reading it. There's probably going to be a few like that. You're all like, what the fuck?
Yeah, we find out at long last that just can't read.
I never learned to read.
I think it's your go, Jess.
It is.
Right.
I'm sorry.
What was your number 3, Steak? I don't
Oh, my number 3 is The Thing.
Okay.
Are we on 3? Yeah, we are.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm retarded.
Then my number 3 is Poltergeist.
Same with me.
Now, can I ask you guys, why do you guys like Poltergeist?
Because my wife will kill me if I don't.
Good answer.
That's
Good
her
answer.
favorite horror movie. So
That's fair enough, I guess.
I don't have quite the defense he has. I just, again, another one I grew up with, and I remember watching it in the living room with my folks. You know.
Yeah, I was
And it's
saying
great.
that, Jess, the other night we did that commentary for it, and I feel like it's especially for younger people just getting into horror, it's a good one in terms of that. So
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's got some good sequences in it, I think, but just for me personally, it's boring.
Yeah.
it's
I
a
agree.
little too long. I noticed that
Yeah.
when we were watching it.
I think 2 is a more fun, fast-paced movie. Poltergeist 2. That might be my favorite of the 3.
Creepier shit in it, too, in my opinion. Sorry to derail.
My probably next 2 ain't gonna be on anybody's list, but my number 3 is Madman. I know how much Corey loves that movie.
That's a good
Hit your
one.
raspberry steak.
I like Madman, actually. Didn't make the list, but
It's a good one.
All right, it's my turn now.
yeah.
Number 2 is Creep Show.
My number 2 is Halloween 3.
My number 2 is also Halloween 3.
My number 2 is also Halloween 3.
my number 2
Don't
is
fuck it up,
Slumber,
Corey. Don't fuck it up.
Slumber Party Massacre.
Ugh.
That's a good one, too, though.
I love that.
It is a good one.
Babies.
Uh,
And Chris, yeah, Basket Case, it's solid. I haven't watched it in years, but I do remember it was.
I
a
like the
solid
sequels too, man. There's
Yeah.
3 of them. I like all 3 of them.
Good. My number 2 is Tenebrae. Or just,
Oh.
one of probably my favorite Giallo.
Mhm.
Well, maybe second favorite, but there's a lot of good ones in the 70s.
All right. Number 1, Halloween 3.
The Thing.
I'm going to throw a big wrench into these plans here. My number 1 is Q, the Winged Serpent.
Are you serious?
Fuck it, dead serious, man. Michael Moriarty is one of the greatest actors ever. I fucking love him. I mean, as cheesy as the Winged Serpent looks, I'm not going to try to say that name. So, it's a fun little movie. David Carradine's terrific as like the lead detective guy. I don't know, I dig it, man. I just dig it.
I could dig it, brother.
And on top of that, it's fucking, late 70s, early 80s sleazy New York City. It's lovely.
Jamie, you better catch up if you're going to do the other years. My 1982 number 1 horror movie, Friday the 13th, Part 3. Come on. Well, it was on your list at one time.
Only because I'm dumb and I forget. Because Madman even made it over that. I just fucking blanked. I still don't. Sorry. Go ahead.
Well, I was just going to say mine was the same as Jess's, Friday 3.
We can still be friends.
My number 1 was The Thing.
Hey.
Yeah, so I mean, I could say that I only recently watched that for the first time. It's a lot of fun. I mean, there's iconic shit that I've seen, in whatever pop culture or whatever. So like, oh, I know that guy. I know what happened. There's the one fat guy. I don't remember. He had like a green sweater on. I feel like I don't know, but I'm like, oh yeah, okay. I know what happens to him. What?
Wilford Brimley? There's only one
him.
fat guy in there, I think.
No, there's another one. He's like
the guy with the red hair. I can't think of his name.
Yeah, that's
him.
him.
Yeah. He's got the head, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, okay, I know what happens to him. But other than that, it was cool. I dug it. That's another actually good John Carpenter movie. It's kind of like Jake said with The Fog. I mean, that's other than Halloween. The Fog is his best output. And not for nothing, I'm going to say something. I kind of think John Carpenter is overrated.
Whoa, hold on. Oh,
That's probably a discussion for another
time. Yeah.
The Thing got a lot of play on cable TV when I was a kid, so I saw it a lot. Edited. So I was able to finally watch the real cut of the movie.
Yeah,
pretty impressive.
Just overall, he loved Parker Dice. Has great memories with that one. Is one. If you remember, he does a lot to watch as a kid. I think that's probably the case for a lot of.
I was gonna. That makes sense to me. I mean, I know that my mother watched it while I was a kid, but I apparently didn't catch my interest in watching it as an adult. It's just a long, boring movie. I don't know, but
Jamie's got her 1981 list.
There we go. That's a solid one. I like it.
Yeah, Funhouse is good. 1, 2, Helen.
I'm not surprised nobody had Amityville 2 on their list.
What if instead it was the Fuck House?
That might have made my list.
I think that's more of a Dan Shine movie.
It's more of a 2 Live Crew song.
Yeah.
Oh.
The Incest House.
Ooh.
Well, moving on to 1983, which this was the worst year. Like,
yeah, I had a hard time.
Yeah, and it's bad.
Who we
I guess-
starting with?
Jay can start.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely probably the worst year on here, I think. But all these movies that I have on my list, I really like. So no turds on here. My number 5 is Curtains.
My number 5, and like I said, I hate that I keep saying this, but I had plans to keep this off the list, but unfortunately wasn't able to. Jaws 3D
Oh,
is number 5.
Well, wait till you see some of my '89 list. 3D's an Oscar nominee.
I'm surprised you didn't keep that off of it, but those are honorable mentions along with Amityville 3D and get something else. But my number 5 is Something Wicked This Way Comes, which is actually another one I saw on Disney as a little kid. That was
I remember watching that in school when I was young. Yeah. Kind of rainy recess day or something.
yes.
they wheel in the big ass.
Yeah.
It was always a good day when you saw that thing coming.
Yeah, man. That way, because that way the substitute can go out for smokes.
Yeah.
All right,
Quit
kids,
teasing
I'll
me,
show you a
Jess.
movie.
My number 5 was another one where I couldn't actually pick a number 5 that I've seen. So I actually picked Mortuary as a movie I would actually like to see. So
Bill Paxton.
What about
All right.
Mausoleum? Oh, sorry.
Oh yeah, no, that's a good one too. What did I miss? What was Jay's number 5? What?
Curtains.
Okay, Steak.
I had Jaws 3D.
Okay, Jeff.
Something Wicked This Way Comes.
Okay. Well, my number 5 was Curtains as well.
My number 5 is Christine.
All right, my number 4 is Cujo.
My number 4 is Twilight Zone, the movie, which is another one. Yeah, it's fine. I mean
It killed those kids though, right? So you like it?
I mean that is good. Unfortunately, I'm not necessarily for really killing kids, but
It's probably good that we say that out loud.
yeah, I like. But for kids not to die in a movie, a lot of the times that's a cop out. It's horseshit. Fucking what the fuck's his name? Third Rock from the Sun.
John Lithgow.
John Lithgow was fantastic always. So fantastic I can't remember his name. So, but that was that segment's the best thing about that movie by a large margin, I think. But
Kick the Can segment sucks, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jess loves it, so
I didn't like
way to hurt his feelings. Jess, it's okay. Come here. Come here. Come here.
What was with the big like bunny?
What'd you say, Jake? I'm sorry.
The big bunny. That segment had like in the house and had that creepy. You know what I'm talking about?
The
I
kid.
think it was like the middle segment. I think it was the one Toby Hooper directed, right?
I think it's George Miller, wasn't it?
Okay, might be right.
I don't know. I didn't like it enough to get into the technicals of it. Just like who did what. It's fucking
Yeah.
It's like it's on there because it kind of had to be. I mean, it's better than fucking Jaws 3D.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, Twilight Zone didn't even get an honorable mention for me. The problems aside, that movie is really not that entertaining.
Fuck John Landis.
Fuck John Landis.
Oh yeah.
My number 4 is Cujo as well, though, Jay.
God damn.
my number 4 was The House on Sorority Row.
I bet it was. I don't even know what that's supposed to mean.
Probably like the title sounds back then.
Yeah, it's worth a watch. It's pretty good.
Boobies.
No, I meant what I said about it. Yeah, I bet it was. Like, what the fuck does that mean?
My 4th time I was incarcerated.
My number 4 is Jaws 3D.
Oh,
I love it. I mean, I know everybody hates it. I love
You
the
know-
idea of like being in a SeaWorld type setting.
yeah.
See, my thing with that movie, it's not even that it's like too awfully bad. I mean, it's no worse than like, Friday the 13th 3D.
Mhm.
As far as writing goes, it's just fucking boring. It is easily the most boring of the Jaws films. Maybe the most boring shark movie ever made.
Yeah, I
Better
feel like
revenge,
they
man.
could have went a lot, better with the story, especially because the place is pretty awesome for a setting.
Yeah, I agree. I definitely agree with that.
It got a great cast too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Louis Gossett Jr. Was it Leah Thompson, Dennis Quaid?
Dennis Quaid. Yeah.
Corey, I think.
Oh, did you do your 4 or?
Yeah, mine was
You
Jaws.
did Jaws?
Jaws
Okay,
3D.
Jaws. Okay, my bad. I guess child death was standing. My 4 is Twilight Zone.
Twilight.
Lauren would be pissed off at all of us for even talking about it.
Oh,
What are you going to do? He's old. And...
Born had 3 Chinese movies on here none of us have heard of. So.
There was never a better time in cinema than China in the 1980s.
Yeah.
Lauren knows I love him. That's a joke.
Yeah, of course.
Is this? Am I next?
Yep.
Yeah,
Number 3.
Psycho 2.
That's one I wanted to get around to. I still haven't fucking seen it. So, my number 3 is Cujo.
Good one. My number
Although
3.
obviously, what would have there's something that easily would have made this higher on the list. But
Yeah.
I feel like I'm beating a dead horse at this point.
If they'd ate the kid,
Beating a dead child, or if he had just died like he did in the book. But yeah, a dog mauling would have been fucking terrific. Might have made it best of the '80s, frankly.
the 80s were strange because they didn't want to kill kids on screen, but you could fornicate with children
Yeah.
on screen.
What the
So,
fuck are you watching?
Man, I watched
Clown
Black
House.
Roses
You watch Clown
last
House
night.
over and over.
God, I love this. God, I love it.
Like Black Roses, there's a scene where all these kids are in high school and they come and play strip gin with the dad, and she gets naked and gives him a heart attack.
Just like in real life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jess, I guess.
Number 3, Christine. John Carpenter's Christine.
Mine was the same.
Nice.
My number 3 is Psycho 2. I don't think there's probably a more perfect sequel in terms of it shouldn't have worked. It's got to be hot. There's no reason that Psycho 2 should have worked at all, and it worked wonderfully.
It's better than it has any right to be. Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
My number 3 is Videodrome.
It's a good one. Good film.
All right. My number 2 pick is One Dark Night.
Never seen that one.
We were just talking about that one recently with someone. It's a really, really good atmospheric movie.
Is that who directed that? The guy who did Friday 6, right?
I'll have to look
Tom
it up.
McLaughlin or whatever.
McLaughlin, yeah, I think that sounds right.
I think that's on Prime. I'm gonna check that one out.
I think it is. It's streaming somewhere. Yeah, Tom McLaughlin.
So my number 2, Sleepaway Camp. Really, really love the end of that.
Penis. My number 2 is also Sleepaway Camp.
Some baby dick fans.
My number 2 was Psycho 2.
Wow.
Before I get to my number 2, I'll go Don't want to miss that much. Chris says Ghost Story may be his favorite 81. He just saw it recently. It's a good one. I haven't seen it in a while. Jamie Amityville 2 is her number 1 for 82.
Oh wow.
And her 1982 list is The Thing, Poker Dice, The Beast Within. I forgot about The Beast Within. Halloween 3 and Amityville 2.
That number 1 is a surprise for sure, Jamie.
Hey, I like Amityville 2 a lot more than I like the original.
Well, I mean, yeah, I had to mention it, but I'm surprised it beat out Halloween 3.
No. And then Ben for 83, he's got Videodrome at 1, Psycho 2, Sleepaway Camp, Christine, and Cujo.
Pretty
Good
solid.
Yeah. And then Jamie for 83, The Hunger, Videodrome, Christine, Psycho 2, and Sleepaway Camp.
So with Halloween 3, this just popped in my head. You know, for years it was the underrated Halloween. And, can we kind of agree that now it's become fucking incredibly overrated? As good as it is, it's like everyone's like done such a 180 on it.
I haven't changed my position.
I've
on it.
always
It's-
loved.
Sure, I had never seen it. It's whatever. It didn't get a whole lot of TV play, and you hear that Michael Myers isn't in it, so just now I won't take that one out of the store. So I don't know. Well, once I saw it, it was good. It's fun. It's really good, but I just feel like now everyone just like sucks its dick way too much.
To me, it's the Leonard Part 6 of horror, so I don't like it. I won't watch it.
Whoa,
That's my Halloween night watch every year.
that's a hot
Wow.
take, Corey.
It's
Sorry.
well, I'm the average person. I hated it as a youngster and fell in love with it in the last 15 years.
Because Michael wasn't in it. That's why you hated it.
When I was young, yeah. And I
See,
tried a couple different times and was always like, man, I can't watch this.
It wasn't
I-
even really on my radar at the time. Like I wasn't aware of Michael Myers, and I watched all the movies out of order and shit, so it didn't really matter.
Yeah.
Well, me
I
too.
will-
I think that's why I'd get angry because I'd pick it up from the video store, forget I had rented it before, and then was like, oh, where's Michael Myers? Oh, this is that one? Fuck.
But then all those kids die at the end.
Yeah,
That-
Steak, I love it.
Yeah.
Steak loves it.
Now, to be fair, Jess is the first one to show me this movie.
It's his fault then.
And then in the last couple of years, he's been the first one to try and shove his weird ass conspiracy theories on me on how it connects to the rest of the series. So I'm just not buying it.
We'll talk about it later.
I gotta hear these sometime, yeah.
Yeah, I think you heard him. You just tuned him out every time. I'm sure I've spoken him in front of you. Where are we?
Sorry, bud. I love you, Jess.
No, that's great. We'll save it for the Rumble.
Number 2 for me is John Carpenter's Christine.
Mm.
Classic.
My number 2 is Sleepaway Camp.
Oh, as well. Nice.
And number 1, probably no surprise to anyone, is Videodrome.
Wow. So my number 1 is Christine. That's another recent watch for me. Liked it quite a bit. It's a fun little movie.
The director's trash, though.
Well, this is another good one. But
Oh, you guys are killing me.
It's a surprise. If you've never seen it, Christine, your first watch is a surprisingly entertaining movie. It's fast paced. It's just fun.
Mhm.
My number 1 is Psycho 2, though. I think that was a total surprise at how good it was, and it deserves this spot in 1983. Just well-made movie all around.
My number 1 was Sleepaway Camp. I love showing that to people who have never seen it just for the ending. So
Yeah. Yeah. And before I do my number 1, Chris says Sleepaway Camp was awesome. It was the good kind of terrible movie. It would definitely get canceled. Yeah, you could make that today.
I don't know if it would.
I don't know that it would either.
Oh yeah, probably not.
It's kind of like a queer cinema, when you think
A
about
little
it.
Mm-hmm.
Or
It is, but it could
LGBTQ or whatever.
easily, people could twist that too into a negative if they wanted to, as they can anything.
Because, well, The dad
But I
was
mean-
gay, right? The
Yeah.
dad. The dad was gay. Okay.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's all over it, man.
Mhm.
And Daily Ghost, how you doing?
Hello, gosh.
And my number one for 1983 is Sleepaway Camp.
My number one is Psycho 2.
Wow.
Yeah.
A lot of Psycho 2 love tonight.
I'll be right back, guys.
Bye.
Well, while we wait for him, let's see. Ben's got.
Ben Grimm, I'm not a frog. You're not a bunny. Let's not jump ahead.
Yeah, Buster. You're
Let
doing
me see how
bad.
close this is to my list.
Oh, yeah.
Damn. Fuck, I'm gonna have to move these around, man.
Chris.
Oh,
I actually enjoyed
it's a
Psycho.
good year.
Yeah, man.
True, Chris. True. We watched
The
them
next one,
together.
84.
All right, I'm gonna leave them like this, but any given day, the list is gonna change.
Ow.
Yeah, I
Oh.
could say that too about a lot of movie lists.
Oh. Ow.
Orders can rotate.
At least my top 3 from '84, man.
If
My top 2 could rotate, but the rest of them are pretty locked in.
y'all are going to be mad at me when we get to 84.
I don't know.
I feel like I need to move these.
So
around.
should we be mad now, or we're at
Yeah.
84?
I'm getting, man. I'm
You
comparing.
motherfucker, Jake. You stupid son of a. I
There's a
can't-
movie that's not on there that it's going to be on probably all y'all's.
Well, I think I know what it is, and I will just preemptively say "fuck you."
I would be shocked if this is the one I'm thinking of.
And Ben
It's-
Grimm, I must say, you have a solid list. And I saw Toxic Avenger there. I look at that as more just like action, sex, comedy, more than horror.
Yeah, but
It's cool. It was on the horror list. You're right. It was actually on the list we looked at for
I
all
guess
the
we'll go ahead
movies.
and do this. It's
Let's
Nightmare
do
on
it.
Elm Street, Friday Part 4, Toxic Avenger, Night of the Comics, and ones.
Okay,
So let's stay. You can start with 84.
I could start. Well, number 5 for me is "Children of the Corn."
Wow. Beware the one who walks behind the rose.
Yeah.
Out.
And then Just Granny.
You're muted.
Jess.
My number 5, 1984, and I have question marks behind it because it's a fine line of horror. Gremlins.
It's on
That's
my
another
list.
one. I'm like, I'm not quite want to call it horror. It's more fun comedy.
I
I
call
feel
it
like it's
gay.
horror.
I call
I'll
it
allow it.
It's horror. It's Christmas. It's
gay. Worst
comedy.
thing Phoebe Cates was
drama.
ever in.
Well, I mean, she doesn't show her boobs, but it's a
Too
good
talented for that movie.
My number 5 was actually another movie that I would like to see. Is called The Prey.
I don't think I've seen
Like-
that one.
With your hands, or
Sure. Yeah. No,
P-R-E-Y?
I believe it. I believe it's actually
It's a
the
slasher.
other Prey.
Yeah, it's a decent slash. Arrow put it out. Right.
okay. I haven't seen that either. So
Yeah, I think it's on Tubi if you watch Tubi.
Yeah, I'll check it out there.
My number 5 is The Toxic Avenger. Probably Trauma's best movie they did. I don't like a lot of Trauma, but stuff they did in the 80s is golden for me.
My number 5 is Silent Night, Deadly Night.
ooh,
Naughty, naughty.
Mine is The Company of Wolves.
I haven't
Nice.
seen that one either.
It's an honorable mention for me, but didn't make the list.
Starring Eric Freeman.
who the fuck is Eric Freeman?
He's a friend of mine, so stop.
Number 4 for me is Night of the Comet.
Number 4 for me is Silent Night, Deadly Night, starring Robert Bryan Wilson.
Who the fuck is Eric Freeman?
Number 4 for me was Children of the Corn.
Nice.
Hold on. Number 4 for me is Night of the Comet as well.
My number 4 is Gremlins.
Mine is Night of the Comet as well.
Number 3 for me would be Silent Night, Deadly Night.
Good one. Number 3 for me is Children of the Corn, or as Chris calls it, Children of Iowa.
And he also is speaking truth in regards to Phoebe Cates, at least in the 80s. I don't think she's held up terribly well.
Fast Times, I don't think you can
Whoa,
top
no.
Yeah.
it. There
Yeah.
you go.
I agree with that, Daily Ghost.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, where are we at?
Number 3.
Number 3, Gremlins.
My number 3 is Gremlins as well.
Oh, my number 3 is Friday the 13th, the final chapter.
I don't even know if I want to say this out loud. Nightmare on Elm Street.
Number 2?
No, number 3.
Oh, number 3?
What the fuck?
Just got
That's
my
what I was
pen.
saying,
Hold
man.
on.
It can rotate.
Better rotate that one back right up to the top there, Jake.
I kind of want to leave.
We used to be friends.
Oh, man. Anyway.
No, I
well,
mean it's in his top 3. That's pretty solid. It's hard to argue
Sure,
with a man
I
when it's on your
I mean, it
list.
could easily be number 1, though. Is
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
It should
Yeah.
be number 1, but we aren't going to talk about it.
like I said, I mean, my 2 and 1 can rotate depending on the day. It can. It doesn't usually. But my number 2, A Nightmare on Elm Street.
All right, my number 2 is Friday the 13th, the final chapter.
My number 2 is the same. Just quit copying my list.
Well,
It's all right here. I wrote it before you.
How do you know that?
Because I contacted you and you hadn't had your list started yet.
It's not a birthday party. Come on now.
my number 2 is Children of the Corn.
Dang.
I'm surprised it's getting so much love tonight.
Love it.
My number
No,
2,
y'all shit talk at any other stream.
my number 2, I always loved since I saw it, probably around 84, and it had those Dawn of the Dead vibes for me. It's Night of the Comet.
Number 2 is Gremlins.
Jesus Christ. Sorry. Number 1 on the old 1984 list for this fat piece of shit. Friday the 13th, the final chapter.
Do I even need to say it?
No.
Just say it for both of us, Jess.
Nightmare on Elm Street. A Nightmare on Elm Street for Corey and I.
I've heard of it.
Oh, is it got Fred Krueger or somebody in it?
Yeah. Bill Kruger.
It's Frank Krueger, idiots.
Oh,
Never even seen it. How embarrassing.
Your number 1s are probably Chud. Go on.
My number 1 is Friday the 13th, the final chapter.
Acceptable.
My
It's not
number
right,
1
but
is
it's acceptable.
Yeah.
A Nightmare on Elm Street.
Whoa.
And that's the only one I like. So you can throw me down now after
What
that.
the fuck, dude?
It didn't even make my list.
Friday 4.
All right, Jay.
That is a good
Right.
one. Let's see,
Hey, this thing can live.
Ghost Now beats that fast time scene. Chris beat it several times during that scene. There you go. And I don't know, did I miss? I don't know if I missed Jamie's, but she had Gremlins, Silent Night, Deadly Night, Night of the Comets, Friday 4, and A Night on Elm Street.
She knows where it's at.
I guess.
I'm gonna make a Gremlin Sucks t-shirt.
All right, now I think it's where from here on out where it kind of got hard.
Hold on a second. Steak wants a gizmo stuffed animal for Christmas, right?
He wants a gizmo, I think.
I'll show you a Gizmo, Jay. Check your text messages.
1985, and Jess, you can start us out.
1985, you're right. It's a harder year, but my number 5 is Fright Night.
Shit, the 85 is tough.
Yeah.
Because even in the chat now, I'm seeing one that I missed, and I'm a little annoyed. But I don't know that I would make it. Sorry.
Oh, you're fine. I was just going to say I don't even have Fright Night on my list.
Oh, sorry.
My number 5 is Once Bitten.
Oh.
And yes, Jess, I know it's a comedy, but it's horror adjacent, much like
Yeah.
The Field of Dreams.
It's not. The Field of
It's
Dreams
got
has
ghosts
nothing to
and
do
a
with horror.
disembodied voice. It's horror adjacent.
We're not going to have this argument again.
I'm kind of with Corey now. Fuck.
No. We had this argument on the Field of Dreams, for crying out loud. No. You were just trying to slip a video into your show.
Well, it works.
Carry on, everyone. Carry on, everyone.
My number 5 is Nightmare on Elm Street 2, Freddy's Revenge.
Oh, so low.
My number 5 is Friday 5.
The Stuff.
Ah, that's a good one.
Yeah. Good honorable mention there, but my number 5 is Fright Night.
Oh, yeah. So my number 4 is Day of the Dead. Why I should never lead these things off.
Yeah.
Day of the Dead, George Romero.
That's a good one.
My number 4 is Return of the Living Dead.
Way too low. Now we're enemies, Corey.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure you'll
Field
get
of
over
Dreams.
that.
Field of Dreams is not horror. You're an idiot.
He'll turn on you fast.
Oh, I'm seeing this. Holy shit!
My number 4 is Friday 13th, New Beginning.
My number 4 is Day of the Dead.
My number 4 is Silver Bullet.
That was one I had a tough time with putting it in there or not.
Yeah, I wanted to put it on the list, but it couldn't fit.
So my number 4 is the weakest in the original Romero trilogy, Day of the Dead.
Mm.
But dude, it's like an A plus, an A, and an A minus. I mean, it's
Yeah.
it's weakest just because something has to be.
Very true words.
But yeah, me and Jess are locked in right now. Let's see if this keeps up.
I don't know. I'm scared now. Oh, I got to start it again.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Number 3, Return of the Living Dead.
You cocksucker!
I know it's going to be your number 1. It's
You
going to
ruined
be
it.
your number
You
1.
ruined it.
It's in my top 3 at placed. I love it.
Now, Steak, just for the record, I'm not a zombie guy, so the fact that I had Return of the Living Dead on any list is a
You know
big
what,
thing.
then? We're friends again, I guess.
Okay.
I just got beat.
My number 3 is The Mutilator.
Oh,
I totally missed that one.
My number 3 is Lamberto Bava's Demons.
My number 3 is Fright Night.
my number 3 is also Friday Night.
My number 3 is Return. No, I'm kidding. It is Demons.
Yeah.
Wow. Saucy number 3s. Number 2, Friday the 13th, 5, A New Beginning.
My number 2 is Rocktober Blood.
Interesting.
It's got a good song in it. Rainbow Eyes.
Yep.
Rainbow Ass.
Yeah.
That sounds like a Dallas thing. I don't know.
What are we on? Number 2?
Number 2.
Yeah.
My number 2 is Return of the Living Dead.
My number 2 is The Reanimator.
My number 2 is Return of the Living Dead.
My number 2 is A Nightmare on Elm Street 2, Freddy's Revenge.
Solid. Solid. Are we ready for number 1s?
Yeah.
Surprise, surprise, A Nightmare on Elm
Happy
Street
birthday.
2. Happy birthday.
Sorry about that, guys. Where are we at?
Number 2. I mean,
Numero
no,
uno.
number 1.
Number 1? Okay.
Wait, what was your number 1, Jess? I wasn't listening.
Nightmare on Elm Street 2.
Very good.
Mine is the same. Nightmare on Elm Street 2.
Wow.
Mine number 1 is Reanimator.
Damn.
My number 1, here you go, steak. Return of the Living Dead.
I love it.
I think you did the voice of Bob, didn't you?
Mine's Demons.
God, 85 is a fucking hard year.
Mm-hmm.
Literally everything past my number 1 was like impossible. But at number 1, I don't think I need to say it, but it's Return of the Living Dead.
Yeah.
But I mean, leaving Reanimator off was tough. I mean,
Yeah.
As much as it's not a great movie, Friday 5 is tough to have left off there. It's
When Jay mentioned Cat's Eye earlier, you got, and for me, you got Ghoulies, you got Another Howling,
Oh,
you
yeah.
got.
Oh, that's the bad Howling though.
Howling too.
There's a werewolf.
See, that's where they're hard because they run together for me. I remember renting those pretty just randomly, whatever I saw.
So bad, it's a good movie.
See, while we're still on, we got Jamie's list. Day of the Dead, Silver Bullet, Reanimator, Fright Night, and Dead.
I don't.
This is-
Okay.
Chris says 85 is the best year.
Wait till we get to like I don't know.
And then Ben Graham, Return of the Living Dead, Fright Night, Demons, Nightmare 2, Cat's
Good
Eye. I
list.
forgot about Cat's Eye, man.
Yeah, man. It almost made my list.
Somebody's dog's dying. Something?
Sorry about that.
You're
My
good.
wife's dog.
And
Oh no! What's up?
Gundams. Okay. No, 1986.
Shout out.
Shout out.
Shout out.
Shout out.
Shout out!
Where are we at?
1986. Corey, you can start 86. Corey with a K. Corey with a K.
Oh, it's me.
Yeah.
Yay. 86.
Yes.
Okay. April Fool's Day was my number 5.
It's a good one. Amy still. I guess it's me, right? Steak's gonna be mad at this. This is so low. Number 5 is Night of the Creeps.
You cocksucking retard. I hate you. That might have been a little too harsh.
Oh. My number 5 is kind of a weird one. Neon Maniacs.
That's a good one.
Oh, good one.
Yeah, all three of those were honorable mentions for me, but didn't make my list. But they are good ones.
This is me now. Demons
No.
2.
Demons 2. In the high rise, right? They're in the high rise.
Where they snort coke out of a coke can.
No, they do that in the first one. Do they do it again in Demons
They must
2?
do it again in part 2 then. Yeah.
Fucking A. I haven't seen Demons 2 yet. So 86 is another year that there's just shit that I never watched. Fly is one of them. I planned on watching that, just didn't get around to it, unfortunately. The Wraith is another one that I planned on watching, didn't get to it. So, unfortunately, we're left with this. With Little Shop of Horrors is number 5.
Okay.
Oh. Yeah. I got Sorority House Massacre for number 5.
Wow.
Everybody had a different one that time. That's good.
Yeah.
Movies.
So actually, what I'm going to say is my number 4 was actually my number 5. Well, my number 5 was actually my number 4. But anyway, Slaughter High.
My number 4 is Slaughter High as well. I remember renting this at the video store and seeing it since I was a kid. Probably something I shouldn't have seen because there's full frontal male nudity all in the beginning. Yeah.
My number 4 is Trick or Treat.
Oh, it's on my honorable mentions.
Jess, we
Killer
can't
Party.
be friends anymore.
Killer Party is my pick.
You gonna pick that up when it comes out?
I'm
On
sorry?
Blu-ray? You gonna pick that up on Blu-ray? when it
Yeah,
comes
man.
out?
Yeah, I've already got it pre-ordered.
I had just bought that DVD. And then they announced that shit.
My number 4 is Poltergeist 2, The Other Side.
My number 4, that's a good one, Sauce, but my number 4 is Psycho 3.
My number 3 is Sorority House Massacre.
My number 3 is, this is one I don't really consider horror, but it's on there. Maximum Overdrive.
I think it falls in the
Yeah.
category.
I didn't even think about that one.
My number 3 is Henry, Portrait of a Serial Killer.
That was a good one.
Number 3, I've got Night of the Creeps.
My number 3 is also Henry, Portrait of a Serial Killer. Rest in peace, Tom Tolles.
My number 3 is Poltergeist 2, The Other Side.
Fancy.
My number 2 is Friday 6.
Good one. My number 2 is Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. I know Steak loves it too.
I didn't hate it, but I don't know, man.
My number 2 is Night of the Creeps.
My number 2 is Critters.
Good one.
My number 2 is Friday the 13th, Part 6. Jason Lives.
Good one. My number 2 is also Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2.
Yes.
Oh, Jess. I have to bring balance back to this whole thing. So my number 1 is Trick or Treat.
Oh,
My number 1 is From Beyond.
wow.
My number 1 is The Hitcher.
I forgot about that one.
That's a good one. It's in my honorables
Damn.
for sure.
Yeah, I guess it is horror, right? I was thinking maybe it's a thriller, but
I
I
think
guess it qualifies.
yeah.
Anyway, my number 1 is The Fly.
Another one.
My number 1's Night of the Creeps. Far and away better than the fucking other movie that came out the same day. I'll just say that.
Friday the 13th 6.
That's your number 1?
That's my number 1.
Wow.
Jason Lives.
Oh. Ow.
Let's see. Jamie's got The Wraith, Night of the Creeps, Friday 6, Poker Dice 2, and The Fly. And Ben's got The Fly, Chainsaw Massacre 2, Night of the Creeps, Chopping Mall, Psycho 3. And Ben says that alternate ending Little Shop is awesome, where they grow giant and take over the world. Can you get that on the Blu-ray? 'Cause I don't know.
I couldn't tell you. I don't know. I would imagine that's a
And then,
pretty big title.
Destiny says Trick or Treat is super good and love the way it all mixed together.
I think she might be thinking of the other Trick or Treat.
Oh, yeah.
Most of the 86 movies I've seen in the last 2 years. Mask fan and Ghost and Chris love Chopping Mall. So
Nobody liked House, huh?
No.
Or Troll.
no. Moving on to 1987, which this year had this is like the year of my childhood. Even though I wasn't born yet. Like every one of these movies in my top 5, I had on constant repeat as a kid. It's hard. It's a hard year. There's a lot of good stuff that came out this year. So I hope everybody's list is kind of diverse because there's just so much.
I think it will be.
Yeah.
Like, I could see maybe everyone's number 1 being similar. Well, not everyone's, but multiple people's number 1. But past that, I'm sure it's going to be fucking all over the place.
Yeah, and of course, I guess I'll start it off. Number 5 for 1987, Ghoulies 2.
Oh, fuck yeah.
I love. This is like one. Of course, I'm gonna say that all these, but I ran to the field store all the time because the fair festival felt like our county fair, and then the giant ghoulie at the end. It's awesome. And you
That's
got the
definitely
little
my
person.
favorite in that franchise.
Yeah. Corey?
My number 5 is Blood Rage.
Blood Rage. That's a good one.
Mine is The Hidden.
See, I think everybody's gonna be quite different.
My number 5 is Hellraiser.
You'll make Dan happy.
Unfortunately, I was really fucking hoping to not. Anyway, that's a movie growing up I didn't like. I've come to appreciate it as a big boy, even though 2 is better.
Yeah.
My number 5 is Silent Night, Deadly Night 2, but it could be swapped out with Evil Dead 2, Jaws 4, Howling 3.
Thank you.
Return to Horror High. It could be swapped out with any of these.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of good ones.
Yeah.
My number 5 is Slumber Party Massacre 2. I actually spent years trying to figure out what movie this was because I was spending the night at my cousin's house, and my other cousin was having a slumber party. And so she had all of her high school friends over. They were up all night watching horror movies. I woke up in the middle of the night to them watching this movie, and I did not know what it was.
Mhm.
So when I finally got it, I watched it.
It's
So
it's my favorite probably out of that whole
Yeah.
trilogy. Yeah,
this is the one that has the chick from Wings in it, though,
Crystal
right?
Bernard. I
Yeah.
was about to ask you that. Yeah.
My number 4 is Evil Dead 2. I can't believe it. Something's wrong with you, I think. You must have a terrible movie watching childhood or something. I don't know.
I had the best childhood. I had to watch that fucking garbage.
My number 4 is Creepshow 2.
Mine is The Stepfather.
Corey, you and I are just off. My number 4 is Blood Rage.
Oh,
My number 4 is Creepshow 2. Somebody else say that as well.
yeah, I did.
Nice, Corey.
My number 4 was The Monster Squad.
Just too low, too low.
I have Borderlines. It's definitely an honorable mention, but I just couldn't.
Jess, do you want to get kicked out right now?
I love the movie,
I hate that fucking
but it's
Oh my
just
God.
not
Is it?
my top 5 as far as because I think it just
Yeah.
slasher. I don't know.
The best part of that movie happens like 5 minutes in. I'll watch that till then and shut it off.
Oh my God. I don't know what's wrong with y'all. Ah,
It's respected by far, or at least with me.
that's not good enough.
Just
RoboCop 3 is better.
Get out of here.
ooh, that's harsh.
I'm going to say something controversial here too. My number 3 is Creepshow 2, which I like a lot more than the original Creepshow.
I don't think that's controversial at all. I mean, it is controversial, I guess, but I agree with you fucking wholeheartedly.
Like when I was younger, they had like a Stephen King like 3 box set, and it came with Creepshow 2, Children of the Corn, and I can't remember what the other one was. I used to watch this all the time. I think it's got the better. I just like all the segments more than the original
Totally.
Creepshow.
Totally.
Oh, my number 3 is Evil Dead 2.
Number 3 is Hellraiser.
Oh, sorry.
My number 3 is also Creepshow 2.
And my number 3, since I already used up my Creepshow, is Prom Night 2. Hello, Mary Lou.
Oh.
That's a good one too.
All right, Darcy, calm down.
It's the best out of the whole prom night.
By far, by a mile.
My number 3 is Hellraiser.
Well, there's at least 3 of you will make Dan happy.
I'm going to tell you right now, Hellraiser never makes my list.
Yeah. This is just too hard. Maybe it would have.
Jess, you're really severely damaging a 20-plus year friendship.
I told you this before. I can barely make it past the first movie, so.
Part 3 is good. I like part 3.
I like
love part
yeah.
3.
I respect that Pinhead is an icon. I do respect that, but I've just never been able to get into him.
You're going to be happy about the female with the strap on that's going to be in the new movie?
Yeah.
Oh, well, now I'm into it.
Female.
I think I'll leave that one alone.
What are we on? Number 2, right?
Yeah.
My number 2 is The Lost Boys.
Oh, man. I can't believe it.
See, again, I think you had a terrible childhood. I mean, I don't know. I love the two Corys. I watched this one all the time when I was a kid. Great. One of the best out of the three vampire movies that came out. By far the best.
I'm going to go with a similar subgenre, but my number 2 is Near Dark.
It's solid. It's solid. Oh, God, that's
It almost made my list. My number 2 is opera.
Wow.
I just read that sauce. Damn it.
My number 2 is. No one's gonna guess this one. I'm sure I'm the only one with this one on my list too. But Jaws: The Revenge.
Oh.
Oh, wow!
Okay. I know what
That's
your number
honorable.
1 is.
You just shadowed Gremlins for 20 minutes.
Yeah,
You're talking
this
about
movie
Jaws
is so
4,
much
dude.
fucking better than Gremlins.
Oh.
There isn't a second of this movie that's not fascinating.
The entire world disagrees with you.
Yeah, Gremlins is better, but I got to
They're
give
all-
him. I mean,
they're all
it's
fat retards. And I don't know what to tell you.
Jaws 4 has its.
I like
moments.
Jaws 4, but they
So
just no Gremlins.
we're making that an overstuffed gizmo for steak, then, right?
That's gonna be awesome.
With realistic holes.
So we got to work on that, and we got to work on Corey Feldman for Jay's birthday, so we can have the 3 Corys on.
3 Corys. Fuck yeah.
We're gonna make it 4 course.
Yeah, we
I'll
can
get
do that.
We gotta
I'll
find
get
some
that
more
done.
Corys.
No, I'm.
You gonna
There's
go
that
dig
one.
up Haim?
Awesome.
Yes.
Oh, hello, Jerry.
Which brings me to number 2, Slumber Party Massacre 2. And yes,
Jess,
I
you
think
may
it
have
is.
saved our friendship.
It's that one's such a good one. I think that was one of my favorites as a kid.
Mhm.
Number 2, titties.
That's all Jess Graham needs. He's sold.
It really isn't all, but yeah, little Jess Graham, I definitely appreciated
Yeah.
in the horror movies.
Right, we're at number 2.
Yeah.
My number 2 was The Lost Boys.
There you go, man. Man of
Smile,
culture
say,
right there.
love it,
You
stay.
guys should-
Come on.
Be best friends.
I still believe.
There you go. And my number 1 is the Monster Squad. I don't care what Steak Sauce says.
Jesus Christ.
This is the greatest movie of my childhood. I've watched this VHS tape so much that the VCR ate it.
Mhm.
Jacking off the fat.
Not even scary. Not even scary.
Dude, I'll tell you, Dracula is scary as a kid,
Dude,
all right?
I think the fucking Mummy's scary. The Gilman's scary. I like them all.
It's good. It's
Like
cute.
your
It's
taste
fine.
in 1987
It's not-
movies is scary.
Fine. It is.
I like my number 1 pick.
Okay?
Okay. It's your show.
Fucking Monster Squad. Jesus Christ.
Was that your number 1?
You damn
Yes,
right
that
it
was his number
my
one.
God.
It's a good movie.
I mean, it is, but number 1?
You
Number
don't have to defend
1.
Monster Squad.
Yeah, you do.
My number 1's probably less defendable, but it's Prince of Darkness.
Oh! God. Yeah,
Okay,
Corey,
kill
there's-
him.
Yeah. And that is the most fucking boring movie I've ever seen in my life.
Daily Ghost. Hated it.
I'm gonna change my number 1 pick to Monster Squad. No,
I hate you, Jay.
Nightmare on Elm Street 3.
Oh, bless you, son.
Nightmare on Elm Street 3.
Would it be anything else?
Oh my God.
We're the Dream Warriors.
Shock Until You Drop was so much better of a song in a movie.
Please leave your entire show.
Yeah, I'm not gonna leave. You need to leave.
Nightmare 3. I was going to try and come up with something funny, but yeah.
It speaks for itself there. Anybody out there have Angel Heart or Dolls or?
Angel Heart was on my list to watch. I haven't fucking seen it. So.
I would like to see Dolls. I've never seen that one. So.
Dolls is
Good.
yeah.
Dolls
I've seen it.
is great. Those sound like Street Trash, man.
Oh,
I felt
yeah.
bad leaving
Yeah,
that
another
off.
good honorable mention for sure.
Dolls that's Charles Band, right?
I think so.
Yeah, Empire.
Before Full Moon.
It's Empire. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
It's a hell of a year, man. Bad Taste.
Yeah.
Blood Diner.
Yeah, Rock and Roll Nightmare. Turn the Horde High. Oh man, there's a lot of good stuff.
Remember Whisper to a Scream.
House 2.
Faggot of the Opera.
The Gate. Let's see, we got before we go to 88, we got Jamie. The Belief, I never even heard of that. Evil Dead 2, Lost Boys, Near Dark, Nightmare 3. Chris says Nightmare 3 is the best.
Yes.
Ben's got Evil Dead 2, Nightmare 3, The Gate, Creepshow 2, and Blood Rage. A lot of Blood Rage love.
I like Blood Rage a lot, man. It's one of those, at least for me, that like along with like Corey was saying with Sleepaway Camp, it's what I love to just show people. You know, like, dude, you gotta watch this fucking movie.
Yeah.
Hashtag Just Graham loves rubber dongs. Julie Lewis Dreyfus was hot and troll.
I forgot she
And
was.
Chris, hashtag Just loves purple sparkly double-ended jelly dongs.
Them not being here makes it even funny.
Right? Slumber 2 is amazing. Yeah, I know we mentioned the game. I know that was one I had a hard time because this one I watched when I was a kid too. But
Like you said, tough year.
Yeah, it was a tough year,
It's a very tough year.
and I love the Gate.
Me too.
I guess we're ready to go into 88. And
Woo, dog it.
I started 87, right?
Yes, sir.
So Corey, I guess you're up.
Smartery.
Maury, Corey with the C.
All right, my number 5 for 88 is Pumpkinhead.
Woo.
I've got 6 on this list for some reason,
Yeah,
but
boy.
my number 5 is Brain Damage.
He's a Mississippi County.
I kind of want to hear your number 6.
I knocked
Along-
off somebody for that one. That's why.
What did you knock off? You can go ahead and say it.
Waxwork.
My number 5 is Halloween 4, The Return of Michael Myers.
Too low.
Too low.
Yeah,
Too
I
agree.
don't know about that, buddy. But I am.
And my number 5
No.
knocked off Poltergeist 3, Sleepaway Camp 2, and Serpent in the Rainbow. And it is Return of the Living Dead 2.
Okay.
So I think 88 was the toughest year for me to pick 4,
What-
pick
what
5,
number two?
and then fucking.
It
And
was
then
tough.
even after you pick 5, I struggled with the order of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Is it- No,
Corey, yeah, I think it's just Corey.
just
All right.
Corey with
Um,
with a K.
My number 5 was Hellraiser 2.
Solid. My number 5 is something no one on here has heard of. Wood Chipper Massacre.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah, dude! This is one from the video store. It just blew my mind.
Shot on video, I guess.
Yes, it is.
yeah.
It's so bad, but it's like so good.
I'm gonna have to go look that up.
I got one of those. I think it's 88. Sorority Babes and the Slime Ball Blow-O-Rama was one that shot on video that just missed for me.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good one.
Number 4 for me is the Blob remake.
Oh damn!
Chuck Russell.
I just got to go on my fuck. I got Slugs at number 4.
Honorable.
Yeah.
My number 4 is also The Blob. I only watched that for the first time this past week. It's a lot of fun, man. Chuck Russell.
And the original to that is pretty fun, too, for an
Yeah.
old movie.
I like it too.
Mm-hmm.
My number 4 is Friday the 13th, Part 7.
Well, my number 4 is actually Friday the 13th, Part 7.
Aw,
Aw.
they copy.
He was looking at my list.
My number 4 is Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
It's
Oh
honorable.
man,
You forget
fuck
about
man,
that?
I gotta redo my.
That was an honorable for me too. Okay, my number 3 is Halloween 4.
Too low.
I've got
kinda-
Pumpkinhead.
I kind of feel like we know what Jake's one is.
What'd you have, Jay? Pumpkinhead? Is that what you
Pumpkinhead.
said?
Oh, honorable though.
So my number 3 is Night of the Demons.
Good one.
And my number 3, these 3 could go in any order any day. This one was really important to me the year it came out. Child's Play.
Yeah.
Love it.
My number 3 was the Blob remake.
Ah,
Another.
Did that get a widescreen Blu-ray release? I mean,
Yeah. Screen
Watch.
Factory.
whatever, wide release. I had to check that out.
Yeah. Screen Factory put it up.
yeah, that's right. They did.
Yeah.
I gotta grab that now. Hopefully, maybe we'll see.
My number 3 is Pumpkinhead. It's a yearly October watch,
Mm-hmm.
and it hits a lot. It hits a lot different too after you have a child and you kind of watch it from a different perspective.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, number 2 for me, Serpent and the Rainbow.
Oh,
See that? I think that's one of his like most underrated movies.
I do too.
It's just great.
it's one people don't talk about.
Yeah.
I feel like it's one of those, like the storyline in the movie is like, hasn't really been done much. It was kind of like the old white zombie Bela Lugosi, and then, there's not a whole lot of voodoo type.
Yeah.
It was
they
really written well, and they dive into it just right. That keeps your interest too.
Yeah.
Dive
Yeah.
into you. Nothing. I didn't say anything.
Number 2, I've got Night of the Demons.
Oh. My number 2 is a Nightmare on Elm Street 4 Dream Master.
Solid. My number 2 is Halloween 4, Return of Michael Myers.
Too low.
Too high.
Mine's the same.
Just right.
Too low.
They copied.
How can I copy him? He hasn't been home in a week.
Sorry, I have to go out sometimes too.
My number 2 is Night of the Demons.
Neck and neck, Joe.
Can we take a quick second just to acknowledge how fucking underrated Angela is? As like a franchise villain.
Yup. That VHS cover gave me nightmares. when I was
Yeah.
growing up.
Yeah.
Dude,
I was-
even her voice in the first one kept me up much older than I'd like to admit. Not in
That was the
my
first
20s.
time I ever saw Bush. So it's got a little special place in my heart.
We got Bush.
All right, we ready to go there?
Numero uno.
Yeah.
My number 1 is Phantasm 2.
Oh, fuck.
Fuck!
Yeah.
That should go on my list somewhere.
I told
man.
you, 88 was fucking impossible.
It was.
Uh,
And that's actually the only Phantasm movie I like.
Really?
Phantasm 2. Yeah, I hate Phantasm 1.
I like
like three.
1, 2, and 4. I don't like 3 at all.
I hate 4.
And
Four's
5 doesn't exist.
Yeah, right.
No.
4 needs to be buried in the backyard somewhere.
No, that's 3.
3's fun.
I know. Whose turn is it?
He has a frisbee with razor blades on it. That's cool.
That's the gayest shit I've ever heard.
I got
I
Child's
think-
Play at number 2.
Nice. Me too.
Number
Child's,
1.
Oh,
Child-
good call,
Child-
guys.
Child's
Child's
Play,
Play
man.
is number 1. I struggle quite a bit between Dream Master and Child's Play. I think that one holds up. Not that it holds up better. I think it's strong for me. So
That was tough because Child's Play could have easily gone number 1, number 2, or number 3, like I said. But it is Dream Master is what I chose as number 1.
Before I give mine, I just want to say how funny it is that every time somebody mentions something that everybody else forgot, you guys all sound like a bunch of old ladies who just lost a game of bingo.
I just won a game of bingo.
That being said, Nightmare 4 is my number 1. So,
And kind of going back to Child's Play before I do my number 1. Man, the more I watch, like
I don't want to cheat.
first 3,
This way.
I just don't like the first one as much as the other 2 anymore.
of the first 3, you said?
Yeah, like 2 is my favorite by far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I really love 3.
2
I
is,
think I like 3 better than 2. Yeah, I think 1 is probably the bottom of the original trilogy list. Man, they're all fucking excellent though.
Yeah.
I like
Well-
how in part 3, Chucky says, "I'm gonna be a bro."
Yeah, bro.
Uh,
Why?
I
The
know.
first thing he says to Tyler is, "Who the fuck are you?"
yeah.
Some little kid.
Yeah.
So many
Yeah.
in '88. What
Yeah.
is the audience out there? Anybody got? There's another Howling, of course. Monkey Shines.
Well, I
American
gotta get my
Gothic.
number 1. Okay.
Anyone to, oh yeah, Jake.
Oh, I'm
I
sorry,
know.
Jake.
Well, I think we all know what it is.
Yeah. Well, it's
I hope
Halloween
you.
4,
I hope.
Return to Michael Myers, because it
Yeah.
is the best Halloween movie in the entire franchise.
Well,
period.
it wasn't made in '95, so you're wrong. But
Made-
that's
Up there at the top for sure.
It's number 1. It's better than 78. It's
I mean, I might agree with you.
Old Jake's
but-
been the moonshine.
Not say that out loud.
I'll say I don't care. I mean, because it is to me, it is. It's got more like October Halloween atmosphere than the original.
I don't agree with more, but it definitely has the most since the original.
No, because the original shot in California in July and fake leaves, and you can tell.
4 is shot in Utah of all fucking places.
Exactly. 4 and 5, which is why they both feel so much more connected.
You ever wonder why they never just went ahead and shot one in Illinois? For God's sake.
Yeah,
That would make a lot of sense.
They go where the tax breaks are. They don't
Because
care
it's-
where
it's
the,
full of-
true.
which would be great to
Illinois is
shoot
full
in.
of the fucking menaces like Lori Lightfoot,
And me.
Batman villain she is.
Who did? Yeah. Who started? Corey? You gotta give your number 1, right?
No, you.
I did.
Corey,
I
Nightmare
started
on Elm
first.
Corey started. You were the last.
Okay, I'm last.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let me get to Jamie's Child's Play, Hellraiser 2, Waxwork, Serpent Ramble, and Blob. Daily Ghost. He's always been enamored. Polka Dice 3 since the day it was released. Underrated. It is. It's really good.
It is underrated, Ghost.
Yeah, it might be my favorite out of the whole.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I wouldn't go that far, but it's definitely a worthy Poltergeist movie.
And then Ben's got Child's Play, Nightmare on Elm Street 4, Killer Clowns, Friday 7, Night of the Demons. Jamie saw the block.
Yeah, told you he's been in the moonshine.
Cinnabon remake in theater and is outstanding. Daily Ghost is jealous. Seen VHS. And Chris says we got Bush. There you go. P3 fans unite.
P3, isn't it like a Lunchable? One of those little with the almonds and shit.
I don't know.
Cubed ham.
Who
Yeah,
would want to put almonds in their Lunchables?
it's Lunchables, but for adults.
Ah, that makes sense.
Ruin the Lunchable, man.
Because it's here's some cheese, some ham cubes, and then almonds.
If it ain't got sugar and high fructose corn syrup in it, just don't want it.
All I want is fake cheddar cheese, some fake turkey, and some Ritz crackers. Anything other than that, you can go fuck yourself.
I wouldn't hate it.
Dude, I think probably fucking out of all the weight I put on, I think the turkey and cheddar cheese Lunchables is 25% of it.
Really.
Oh yeah.
Well, we were on the last year in 1989.
Sorry.
Yeah. And Jay, you can start us
Okay.
off.
Cool. This is a good year too, man. I had a tough time on this year.
Oh,
Also.
Yeah.
My number 5 is The Church.
this one wasn't nearly as hard as 88, but there's still some shit missing. My number 5, 976 Evil.
Mm-hmm.
What'd you say yours was, Jay? Sorry.
The Church.
I'm sorry.
But okay. My number 5 is also 976 Evil. It's a good one. It's a good one.
My number 5 is not 976 Evil, but I do love that movie. Mine is actually Halloween 5.
Too low.
Yeah, I actually switched that around. And can I mention that Sleepaway Camp 3 Puppet Master could have been number 5 as well, but they just didn't make it.
Puppet Master could have been number 5.
Yep, but it didn't.
It wasn't number 1. We're done.
My number 5 is Stepfather 2.
Ooh.
Good one.
It's a good one. Got Meg Foster in it. It's a good one.
My number 5 was a recent watch, actually, from Severin, and it's Killer Crocodile.
Ooh, that is a great one.
I don't think I've seen that.
I got the
That's fun.
the Severin. Do you got that one too, Corey?
Yeah, it's fun.
You got part 1 and 2?
Yeah, I haven't seen 2 yet, but I watched the first one a couple weeks ago, I think.
Yeah, they're fun.
My number 4 is Shocker.
Good
Wow, shocker.
Wow.
Get it? Sorry. My number 4 is Society.
Sorry.
My number 4, Halloween 5.
Too low.
Oh.
I couldn't even put that on my list. Man.
Oh wow.
My number 4 was Phantom of the Opera.
What's it called?
Think of it now.
Yeah, what was it called?
Can't do it.
The faggot of the opera.
Oh,
Thank you. Just thank you. Everyone thanks.
yeah.
Rest in peace, Fizz Watley.
Jess, I'm going to need to see you in my office tomorrow.
I know.
Yeah.
Here come the phone calls.
Oh no.
I know.
My
wait,
number 4 is one y'all probably never heard of too. It's The Dead Next Door.
I've
Oh,
heard
yeah.
of that. Dork.
You heard of it? Okay.
Yeah, I love it.
I have no idea what that is.
J.R. Bookwalter, right?
Yes, sir. And Bruce
Yeah.
Campbell did like the voiceovers.
Oh, that's why I've never heard of it. 'Cause it's so
No,
bad.
it's, you know.
My number 4 is 976 Evil.
Solid.
My number 3 is Society.
Whoa.
A love for society.
My number 3 is The Phantom of the Opera. Best thing Robert Englund did in '89. Just saying.
Yeah. My number 3, Friday the 13th, Part 8. Jason Takes Manhattan.
My number 3 Nightmare on Elm Street 5.
Wow. My number 3 is 976 Evil.
My number 3 is Shocker.
Hell yeah.
Shocker. Come on, Steak, where you at on
Jesus Christ. Number 2, I've got Leviathan.
Oh man, I was trying to watch that, man. Is that the one with the because there's so many in that year, like Deep Star 6 and that. Is that the one with the monsters like a
Chinese.
no, it's like a little thing of light. It looks like
Maybe
a little,
the Abyss.
is that the bit that might be? 'Cause
Maybe the
they're all
Abyss.
like so close together because there was Leviathan, the Abyss, Deep Star 6, right? And something else, I feel like.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't like the Abyss. I like the other two though.
I don't like Abyss either.
Steak, I think it's you.
Oh, it is my turn. Number 2? That'll
No.
be
Right? Yeah, I don't know what we're on.
yeah, because 3 was Phantom of the Opera. So 2,
Yeah.
Halloween 5, The Revenge of Michael Myers.
Oh, that's pretty high up there on your list.
Yeah, I like her.
Jess, feel free to take your time because I gotta take care of something real quick.
Although I do hate old fucking.
Okay, go
what's
ahead.
her name there?
You do hate what? I'm sorry.
Old what's her name there? Tina.
Yeah. I don't know. I didn't mind
Nah,
Tina
fuck her.
and
She sucked.
the cookies.
She should have got fucking whacked before Rachel did.
That okay? Yeah, that's true. I don't. These aren't on my list, but these were notable ones in '89. Amityville 4. I think that was the Evil Escapes. I can't remember. Silent Night, Deadly Night 3. Another Howling movie. Howling 5. Any of you like The Fly too?
Jamie does.
I didn't really care for it.
I've never seen it.
I actually have the box set. I just haven't opened it yet. So
Oh man, yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Chopper Chicks in Zombie Town. Now that's a fun, cheesy.
I remember seeing that as a kid, and I haven't watched it since. It's on YouTube, but I just never. It keeps getting fucking put on the back burner. I remember liking it as a kid, and I could never fucking remember the name. I didn't know it, so I couldn't. There's nothing to remember even. But yeah, I definitely do got to get back and watch it.
I think it's worth it. It's cheesy. It's what the title sounds like, but
Yeah.
it's fun.
was that like a USA Up All Night special or something?
Probably.
It had to have been.
Rhonda Shear and
It would have been the second movie too.
yeah.
Yeah. I remember it being like,
Yeah.
yeah.
And Warlock, Corey.
Warlock, yeah.
That had
Horlock. How about that?
So what did I miss, Jess? What was your?
I just went off on the movies that didn't make my list that were
nice.
notable.
Gotcha.
But my number 2, are we ready?
Yes.
Nightmare on Elm Street 5, The Dream Child.
Wow.
It didn't make number 1, so stay tuned.
It better. I know what better be number 1.
I think I know what everybody's number 1 is.
I don't think you know what mine is.
I bet I do.
My number 2 is Friday 8. Jason Takes Manhattan.
Solid.
I saw that steak.
I mean, I talked about it in a video, but sometimes I really fucking have fun with that movie, and sometimes it's just a chore to finish. So I guess it just depends on my mood, I guess. So I don't hate any of the Friday movies. So I just feel like I think I have Friday fatigue a little bit.
There's no such thing. Number 2 for me is Puppet Master.
Too low.
My number 2 is Jason Takes Manhattan as well.
Yeah. That's a good one.
And for the final pick, my number 1 is Pet Cemetery.
My number 1 is also Pet Cemetery.
Well, my number one is also Pet Cemetery.
Now Corey's gonna ruin it.
My number one is Puppet Master.
Fuck.
There you go. And if Corey didn't ruin it, I would have ruined it. Because my number one is Halloween 5, The Revenge of Michael
I
Myers.
told you I knew what it was.
I mean, there's just not a better movie to watch in October.
Yeah, I'll get us back on track. Pet Cemetery.
There you go. There you go.
4 out of 6 ain't too bad.
No.
And all of them are definitely watchable movies in my book, for sure, anytime.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, for sure. I was real excited because I thought Scarecrow's is 89. I'm like, fuck yeah, and then it's 88, and I'm like, I just can't justify putting it on the list.
Yeah.
Even though I like it a whole bunch, it's one of the only really good Scarecrow movies. I haven't gotten around to Husk yet, Jay.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to
But
your thoughts on it.
Like it's still sitting next to the TV waiting. Like it hasn't even gone on the shelf yet. So it's a matter of time. I'll get there.
Oh, so you get Jamie's.
Pet Cemetery.
Yeah.
One.
Fly too.
Now, she got Puppet Master on there, though.
H5 has some cool style to it. And parts. H5 is a masterpiece. I don't care what anybody
The
says.
only thing that like I said, I don't like Teen Onion, and I don't like Don Shanks as Michael Myers.
I like it.
And also, I hate that fucking mask.
I
Yeah.
love that mask.
I can
See, that's-
nitpick all those things too, but all in all, I think it's
It's
a
just
worthy
like those,
Halloween movie.
Yeah, that's just those are my gripes. It's incredibly watchable. Like, you know,
Was 4 the one you said that was the best in the franchise?
Yes.
God damn, man. I'm gonna have to go back and rewatch those.
It goes for me. Like if I say my top three, it's 4, 78, 5. That's my top three.
Oh man.
yeah, mine's 6, H2, and 2018. That's
Should
obviously
have gone with Resurrection. That would have been.
Yeah.
no. I actually respect fucking Resurrection more than 2018, more than 2007. Also,
No.
yeah,
I respect Resurrection more than anything after it, honestly.
No.
I like H2 a lot, but yeah,
I'd rather it have stopped at H2.
yeah.
So,
No,
But I mean,
H2
Rob Zombie's first Halloween's awful. No,
Yeah.
H2, not H2O. Fuck that movie. I hate that fucking.
H2. Rob Zombie's Halloween too.
Yeah, I like Rob Zombie's Halloween too.
Yes, I do
Yeah.
too.
get out
I
of
hate
town.
Halloween H2O.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Fucking shitty Scream ripoff.
That's where
Josh Hartnett sucks a dick.
it was the time. That was the style.
I
of the time
don't
period.
care, Jazz.
Sucks. Ben got Pet Cemetery. The Burbs, man.
The Burbs.
Oh,
That's
man.
one. Yeah, it's a great movie.
Good one. Joe Dante, who also directed the great film Gremlins.
Huh?
That probably would have been on my list.
You.
Corey Feldman's in it,
That's
who's also in
that's a-
Gremlins.
Yep.
That's a 5 foot tall, overstuffed gizmo for state, right?
Yes. He's a big one.
Oh,
I
The
forgot about
Burbs,
it.
great
Yeah.
movie.
Intruder,
God, I hope
too.
Build-A-Bear can come through.
That could also be one to bump off number 5 on my list and replace what I had. So
You don't want to go on
I
that
love
one.
The Burbs.
Ghost, he digs Friday 8 2. Definitely don't think
It's-
it's underrated. but
It's the
well,
best
too.
of the worst, as Chris Overholt would also say.
It's better than 5.
Better than 5. Fuck yeah.
No, it's not.
Whoa,
5 is
whoa,
better.
whoa.
It's better than 5.
Stop.
5 sucks.
Guys, let's grow up here. Okay, let's try to be serious for at least a little while. There's not a chance in hell that Jason Takes Manhattan is better than A New Beginning.
It's absolutely.
No.
That's
Absolutely not.
Seven's better than
sucks.
5. 6 is 1,000 times better.
No,
no.
Seven is
6
also
is better.
6 is better. 7 is
No.
not.
7
better
is
than
not
5.
necessarily.
It's better than 5.
No. It's okay to be wrong. I mean,
But I love them all.
I mean,
It is.
you-
Snake.
all we
It's
just
all
talked
right.
about. I
You
love
can be
those
wrong.
movies.
mean, you guys bitch so much about Myers not being in Halloween 3. It's not Jason doing the fucking killing. Everybody
But
gives a
hey,
shit.
he looks like Jason.
It's all in
he
my
looks
mind, bro.
nothing
I'm
like Jason.
having a bad dream.
Yeah, if they had come up with a fucking robot Michael Myers for 3, I'd have been in. I don't care if it's not really him.
I think every one of those movies made some point on my list, though. So
Jess is he's definitely back in the Friday series.
Yeah.
Hard.
Fridays and Halloween, the classic 5 slashers. I think
I think
it's hard for me to not have them on a top 5 list of their year.
Yeah, all of the Fridays made it into mine at some point except 5, 7, and 8.
I think I only had.
And that's just a matter of the years they're in, to be honest. I mean,
I think in the 9 years we did, or whatever,
10.
was it 10?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
80.
count 80
You count 80.
as one. Yeah.
I had 2 Halloweens, just one Friday, I think, and 2 nightmares, or 3 nightmares.
I only had one nightmare.
I think I got all the nightmares.
Yeah.
No, I didn't. Or did I put 5 in there? I think I kicked 5 out. I don't remember.
I don't think you had 5 in there.
You may have. I think that was that
Yeah,
one
I
that
did.
was on there that you
I
kicked
did.
out to replace.
I kicked it out to put Phantom of the Opera in there, I think.
I actually had every Friday movie from in this entire decade except for 5 because it sucks donkey dick.
It ain't great, but I still like it.
Okay, guys, you can go ahead and throw him out. I'm looking for a replacement on the horror. It's his show.
Another honorable mention for 88 is Bad Dreams.
Yeah.
And I agree, Ghost.
You guys with your resurrection hate can fuck off. No, actually, I did try to watch that last year.
And Champion Resurrection.
I mean, in the end, Chris is right.
Resurrection.
I'll take it over anything after it, but I wish the series would have ended at H2O. I know you guys, a couple of you hate it, but it would have been a better
like
ending to the
H2O,
original
Jess.
series than Resurrection.
The original series, yeah, I guess you're right.
No, part
And just
4.
leaving it.
The ending of part 4 would have been the best way to end the whole.
Oh no! Now you're talking gibberish.
No,
You need 5.
You need 5, 6, 7.
you don't need
You need
6.
Listen, yes, you do.
Shit,
Oh, fuck.
6 is great.
6 is
Fuck
a big
you,
piece
Jay.
of shit.
Holy
All right, October's coming up. We can
You
talk
have
about this.
never
in
been
October,
more wrong
guys.
than you are right now. Holy shit. Oh, boy. Yeah, I can't wait to start screaming about that.
I can't either because I hate that movie because because the Jamie Lloyd storyline should have kept going.
I just
fucking ended.
I was fine with it ending in part 6. I
I
just
wasn't
didn't
because
like
they
how
did
it
her
did.
dirty. She was a big part of the whole fucking series, and they just half-ass kill her.
yeah, that's the
The 3 top ones all have their middle trilogies with
Yeah.
that tie together. It kind of works.
Yeah,
So
sure.
I'm fine
But,
with that.
I mean, that's Rapey the Jew's fault that fucking Danielle Harris wasn't in 6.
Well, yes,
But
I thought you were going to call it Danielle Shine, the rapey Jew.
Danielle shit. No, it's Rapey the Jew. His name is Rapey.
He is neither rapey or a Jew, so I just want to make that clear.
yeah. Well, walk up, yeah. Well,
But I've hated H2O since I was a kid.
Okay.
Like I watched it at the drive-in. I guess
Oh,
I was
nice.
around 6, and I'm like, this is dumb. I hate this.
I liked it when I was a kid, but like going back and rewatching it, it's a bad.
It's definitely got its flaws.
I'd rather watch anything Rob Zombie's of his
Oh.
than H2O.
I mean, I was working at the theater when H2O came out, and like, as a horror fan at the time, I hated the fucking Scream ripoffs. So that's one of the reasons why I don't like it very much, just because I hate the whole Kevin Williamson style and shit.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think if they could have fucking gotten James Carpenter involved, it might have been better. Because it probably would have taken a whole different fucking.
He wanted
John
$10 million
Carpenter.
bucks.
John-
You said James, I think.
I did. I did. John.
I thought so too. I wasn't going to correct him.
James Carpenter's a shitty guard for several teams because he's bad. He played for the Jets for a while. Sorry.
I'm
John
sorry.
Whew.
I'm sorry, you're
Um,
talking football. I dozed off for a second.
No, boy.
Oh.
Take it easy there, baseball boy.
Football.
Hey, I like
Ah,
hockey
let's
too.
watch them. They're going to talk on the mound for an hour.
Hey, I like hockey too, Don. So,
Yeah,
and
but
I am
football-
actually a New York Rangers fan. So.
Well, that's good. I don't like hockey enough. I mean, I guess I'm a Maple Leafs fan just out of respect for Brody Lee. But I like to watch it. I don't get the game enough to have a team because I don't know what goes into building a team. I've said this before, but if it's on, I'll watch it.
I thought you would have been a Sabres fan.
Fuck, I hate the Sabres. I hate the way Western New Yorkers act when hockey gets brought up. So fuck that team. I hope they stay bad.
Yeah, hockey sucks anyway. It's okay.
Oh. You know,
You just
Jake,
lost half your viewers.
that was number 3 tonight, I think.
Now, Chris, I will agree with that Resurrection is worse than Jason X. But there's a lot of things worse than Jason X.
Yeah, Jason.
Well, that's saying something because I know Chris just fucking hates Jason X. So
The 80s has some of his favorite for me, Shaun of Zombie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jamie, I will not be there because Stone called me the N-word, and he wasn't kidding. So
Oh, there we go.
sorry,
Oh.
I don't deal with that, man.
I don't know whose stream that was on, but don't try to find it.
Yeah, when is that? Tomorrow? I don't know. Tomorrow night? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd like to be able to be there. I love Return to Oz.
H6 is better. Well, yeah, it was.
Yeah, totally.
No, there's nothing that's worse than Resurrection as far as Halloween movies.
Not as far as the original series.
No,
Yeah.
no, Rob Zombie included.
Rob Zombie
Oh my
sucks.
god!
Yeah.
Dude,
we're gonna be
I
here.
would-
He needs to
I-
shut
I
up
was-
and dribble.
I
was
can't.
just
I
gonna-
can't go
gonna
out as that's
suggest
the last thing I hear though about it.
Halloween 2018.
Rob
He's-
Zombie needs to stick to making music and leave the damn movies to the people who actually know what the hell they're doing.
Oh, man, he's made 3 pretty solid movies.
I think
They're
we
all the
need to-
damn same.
We need to throw a poll out there all around. Which is worse, Rob Zombie's Halloween's or Halloween Resurrection?
It's gonna be Resurrection.
It's
It's
got
going to
you
be Rob Zombie movies.
right here.
What
It's
is so
two for
great
Resurrection.
about his movies? Seriously, it's what can we put or what can we shoot in a trailer park and
Yeah.
put my wife in?
Well, I mean, I disagree with him doing that all the time. But that The House of a Thousand Corpses, Devil's Reject, and Free from Hell.
House of a Thousand
that's-
Corpses wasn't that was
Devil's Reject's so much better than House of a Thousand Corpses. You're crazy.
See, I didn't think so. I know a lot of people did.
I think I'm on that train too.
But I don't know.
Oh, well.
How bad is that Monster's gonna suck, huh?
I don't know, man. He might fucking actually,
Surprise me.
because I don't think he was a big fan of Halloween, no matter what he says. So
So he's a sellout then.
I think so. Yeah,
he
sure.
is.
Yeah.
I think the first one
Never do it.
had a lot of studio interference. Not saying it would be any better, but it was the Weinsteins. So,
He said first, I'll never do a remake, and then I'll never do a sequel.
well, he had to do the sequel. He was because he had I think it was part of his deal. Like
Yeah.
for him to do something else, he had to do Halloween 2, which he didn't want to do.
Yeah, because he signed on to do that like last minute.
He had a multiple film contract.
Yeah, and
The movie was a mess.
And I think they wanted to fucking hold him to doing the third one, but then they scrapped that together, so he just kind of got lucky. Because they were going to do Halloween 3D, if I recall.
Yeah, at that
Yeah.
point, I was saying kind of bring it. See what else you can do with it, I guess.
No, I after H2, I'm like, all right, it doesn't need another one.
They had already gone too far as I was concerned. Just
Sure.
keep on going until it just blows up.
Yep. Ben, you are right.
I
Sherry
gotta,
Moon's the Yoko Uno of this whole deal.
I agree with Jess.
I don't know, man.
I'd rather
Graham's a
watch Letter
smart
from
man.
Death Row.
Well, I guess we'll go ahead and wrap up.
Doggy.
We'll go. Corey.
Yeah, well, Friday night we'll be launching S'mores Indoors After Dark, and we're going to be starting a watch along of this little gem here, Family Business, the Seymour Butts reality show from Showtime.
Seymour
And
Butts.
myself, Jonathan, Dan Shine, and Jay, are you coming on for that?
If you'll have me.
Yep, we'll have you. And special guest, Mary Posa. She's co-star of the show and adult film legend. So
Awesome.
And Cable Channel 11, since Jess is
Jess bailed.
No,
I
he's
Uh,
here.
I'm still here. I got
I
something
couldn't
for
see
you.
his face.
At some point, we are going to do a local urban myths and legends episode. So we will keep everybody updated on that.
What's up? This Wednesday, I've got a commentary for Species at midnight Eastern Time. Check that out.
Is that it?
Yeah, sure.
No.
Go ahead and play that. I think that speaks for itself.
Sexy.
Thank you.
Except that Just Graham Live thing. That's never going to happen.
It might get canceled. I never know.
Off the Grill podcast, right here on YouTube. Should be back tomorrow. Of course, if not, check out other Mondays, 7:30 p.m. in the East. Talking Horrors on hiatus until I get back to the studio. I am currently away, but keep
It's
up
because
with
you're
me.
being sued for talking horror, isn't it?
It is. I mean, I didn't want to bring that all up. That's a whole litigious nightmare, frankly. Steak Sauce OTG on Twitter, I think. Steak Sauce 66 on Instagram. There's an Off the Grill show Facebook page thing. Check that out, I suppose. But other than that, I ain't got shit going on.
Well, this was fun, guys. I'd like to thank everybody for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
If we do it again, we can do the 90s.
Let's do the 20s.
Let's not. I will definitely do the 70s, but I'm going to need a lot of time to watch some stuff.
Yeah. The 90s, I think, could be filled out pretty easy.
There's some bad years in there, man.
Even the 2000s.
Yeah.
Well, fuck, dude, the 2010s. I mean, yeah, we could. We got some room to grow, I think. So, if
I'll figure it out and see what works best for everybody, and we'll figure something out. I want to thank everybody who's in the chat. Had Jamie, Daily Ghost, Chris, Ben, Dan was in here.
Dork.
What? I don't know if I missed anybody, but yeah. That'll be it until next time.
Ours loves you.
Okay.